In the past, has been bad, but not something which represented a fundamental risk to the existence of civilization.
When we talk about cars, and not just cars, but the ones with impeccable reliability, we talk Honda. Also, when we talk of electric vehicles, and not just merely EV versus, but one with safest care record, we talk only Tesla. Honda, on the other hand, just scratched the surface of the Tesla's Cybertruck with its own Cybertruck. Yes, Honda has its own Cybertruck, and it's looking to beat down Tesla's Tri-Motor. But will it? Let's find out. Now, when we talk about development and products of these two companies, they have both been doing really well on that front. But Tesla, well, shared the Cybertruck concept, and has since been the news hovering around for a while now, because of the amazing features and benefits it carries. Hey buddy, welcome to Gone Viral, where we serve you with updates from the tech world. Don't forget to click on the like and subscribe button to continue enjoying more of these videos. Cybertrucks are designed to have the utility of a truck with sports car performance, built to be durable, versatile, capable and high performance both on-road. The Tesla Cybertruck was a major feat for the auto space, particularly in terms of design. It's unusual and out of the ordinary. It makes sense though, because Elon Musk is in charge. Honda, on the other hand, decided to go in a different direction with a trio of concept cars that was unveiled at the Guangzhou Auto Show in 2021. The group is known as the EN series, and it includes a GT car, a coupe, and an SUV. For me, I was ecstatic when I first heard about Honda's new EN series. The next generation electric cars will be built on the EN architecture, an entirely new EV platform, and will have the upgraded ENOS as well as a new design identity. I was super thrilled. I knew they were going to come out with something amazing, but what I didn't know was that they would be modeling Tesla's Cybertruck to come out with theirs. Don't get it twisted though, I am not saying cloning a model isn't good, but Honda? I kinda expected more. Anyway, not to spoil the good atmosphere, it's all an additional development to the auto industry, and that's something that should not be taken for granted. So, I'm sorry if I sounded rude back there. I must tell you this though, truly, I think Honda's model has all it takes to best Tesla's. Let's try to check out the specs. These Cybertrucks have some similarities in terms of designs and features. The lavish glasshouse and the unshapely extended tail end are all present, as are the harsh edges and aggressive lines. You see what I meant when I said, this is not at all what I had in mind when Honda promised a new design identity. The EN SUV, EN GT, and EN Coupe concepts are simply named, and the body types reflect the moniker, with the GT appearing to be a sedan. All of them have razor-sharp body lines and flat planes. The front-running lights have vertical parts that protrude forward and appear to match at the back, almost like current interpretations of 1980s Cadillac design. They're also extremely similar in shape, with minor changes to account for variances in body types. For the time being, these three concepts, as well as two production-ready solutions, are limited to China. However, it is the design language of these cars that is causing such a stir around the world. The Tesla Cybertruck appears to have inspired the aggressive and sharp design elements, as well as the thin LED lights. I would have assumed the EN SUV concept was an NIO, BAIC, or Geely if it didn't have the Honda branding on it. Tesla, what's up? Someone was clearly influenced by the Cybertruck. The electrified HR versus are nice, but the trio of concepts has us scratching our heads. The SUV, GT, and Coupe don't resemble a Honda in the least. The Japanese automaker's decision to turn over a new leaf with EVs is both daring and refreshing. What's more alarming is that all three appear to be significantly influenced by the Tesla Cybertruck. Sharp lines, an unusual and abrupt silhouette, a small fender profile, and the identical stainless steel paint job all point to a Tesla enthusiast. With its commanding stance and massive wheels, the SUV appears to be somewhat threatening. The sharp cues will not make it past the regulatory phase, thus this isn't the final design. This design language is unique to EN and is quite loud for Honda, which has traditionally kept its design language low-key. Details on the powertrain are scarce, but I think we should expect impressive numbers. The EN SUV concept's powertrain details are scarce. However, the production-ready ENS1 and ENP1 are expected to have a range of 311 miles on the Chinese test cycle and a 0 to 62 miles per hour time of less than 8 seconds. Lithium-ion batteries are employed in this application. Because the EN concepts are more premium, we expect Honda to boost performance, acceleration, and even speed significantly. The EN SUV concept will be built on a dedicated EN platform. This platform is believed to be adaptable and capable of supporting anything from a sports coupe to a a full-fledged SUV. Oh my gosh, I gotta tell you what the E in means. Forgive my approach, I should have done this from the start. Okay, the E stands for technology, and the N stands for new and next. The interior design will be simple and elegant, with clear flowing lines. Honda will also integrate a variety of technologies such as Honda Sensing, Honda Connect, and digital cockpit technology extensively. The connected car philosophy is prominent in this market, and these vehicles will almost certainly include autonomous driving technology. Honda has been working to provide people all over the world with the pleasure of increasing their life's potential by offering a wide range of mobility goods, starting with the ambition to assist people and society. Honda has been fully committed to addressing environmental and safety concerns in order to achieve a sustainable society, and in April of this year, it set new targets to achieve carbon neutrality and zero traffic collision deaths by 2050. Honda will take proactive actions in China, a country undergoing significant technological innovation, while also accelerating its initiatives in each region around the world to achieve these aims. Tesla also has similar goals that are beginning to receive recognitions of attainment on all sides, even with the consideration of environmental safety in check. The production-ready versions of the trio of E-N-badged Hondas will be a long time coming, and, because it's being developed in partnership with Chinese local organizations, there's a good chance the bold-looking Honda SUV, as well as the Coupe and GT, will arrive in the United States. However, because Honda discontinued their last electric vehicle Honda Clarity in the United States, things may change in the future. Why China too? Why did Honda choose China? Because it is worth noting that Tesla has a sizable market share in China. Customers will not be coerced by this design, despite the fact that it is only a concept automobile. However, Honda plans to take in China toward achieving zero traffic collision fatalities. I think it's reasonable enough to see where they want to start achieving this goal. Honda has been at the forefront of the world in putting a number of safety and driver-assistive technologies into practical application. Striving to lead efforts to realize a collision-free society, Honda will remain committed to pursue continuous advancement and popularization of safety technologies. Except for the Honda badge, the concept looks completely out of place and has nothing in common with Honda's current styling language. It looks more like a Tesla Cybertruck than any of the current models from Japanese automakers. At last, I give it up for the Tesla team for notching up their creativity to lay a good example worthy of modeling by a big company like Honda. This is not some comparison between Honda and Tesla. Both companies are doing great in their capacities and efforts are seen and appreciated. With love, I say, so long. That would be all for now. If you have any business proposal, kindly send us a message via our official email in the description of this video. Also, have you subscribed yet? If you have not, please do that now, and put on your notification to get the latest tech news videos on our channel. So after dominating the world of EV cars, here comes Elon Musk, entering the world of phones. It was only a matter of time. He wants to own the world, and even beyond. What would the future of phones look like? Is there a future 2096 where phones are truly alive, like a human being? As silly as this might seem, will such a phone work? Would that even make sense though? So many questions. Well, here's a hint. Tesla is making a phone, and if you know anything about them, you would know it's going to be loud and ambitious. So without further ado, I present to you the future Tesla Pi/P. Hey buddy, welcome to Gone Viral, where we serve you with updates from the tech world. Don't forget to click on the like and subscribe button to continue enjoying more of these videos. So after dominating the world of EV cars, here comes Elon Musk, entering the world of phones. It was only a matter of time. He wants to own the world, and even beyond. See, his plans to go to Mars, and live there with a bunch of people who are foolish enough to follow him. Not me. I would be staying here, using his phone, it seems. If I can afford it, that is. So let's talk about the phones. The dark and mysterious Pi/P. Nobody has seen it. But you have your mind, and I do too. Let's fantasize together. So what would this phone look like? It could be invisible. For one, well, it's possible. I put nothing past that Elon guy. But okay, a more realistic image from the rumors, and the little grain of truth here and there. Considering Tesla's over-the-top features in their existing products, like the Cybertruck's bulletproof windows and bioweapon defense mode in some of their other vehicles, the rumors about this phone aren't surprising. Here's what we've heard. A satellite internet. This is reasonable considering SpaceX's space-based internet service Starlink has close ties to Tesla. Elon Musk is the CEO of both. There's even a case to be made a Tesla phone could help finance Mars colonization, a goal of the company since it was founded. 2. Well, forget your normal chargers. Tesla manufactures solar panels as well as vehicles, so this isn't a far-fetched idea. It's unlikely the phone would rely only on solar, but it could have a Tesla-branded case which enables some amount of solar charging. I told you the dude is a compulsive dude, which shows up in his creations. 3. Since there's already a Tesla app for phones to perform some basic car functions, lock/unlock the car, control media playback, and summon the vehicle, this app would most assuredly be pre-installed on the Tesla phone, if not built into the operating system for easy access directly from the lock screen or via external buttons. It's also possible the app would be updated to a features exclusive to this phone's hardware. Astrophotography. Current phones already use AI and powerful cameras to help when photographing the night sky. Add that functionality to SpaceX's extraterrestrial focus that will inevitably bleed over into this phone, and you've got a device capable of great photos of astronomical objects. There has to be something about a cryptocurrency feature on the phone, right? The known Dogecoin lover has to put something like that in there? I would presume so. Musk has been public about cryptocurrencies in the past, so it's not unreasonable to assume he'd want to embed this ability in a phone. While Bitcoin is more popular, and Musk presumably prefers the existing Dogecoin, the rumor is the Tesla phone will mine a new coin called Mars coin. This is where it scares me to even think about, but we have to. What if phones could control our minds? Not in that obsessed, and you can't do without a phone in your hand kind. I meant really control your mind. Sounds like science fiction, but man, can you imagine? Which leads us to Neuralink. Neuralink support. The idea of computers interfacing with the brain is still essentially science fiction, and Neuralink is one of the companies working on it. They say they're designing the first neural implant that will let you control a computer or mobile device anywhere you go. Could the first phone capable of such a feat be from Tesla? If this tech is ever realized, it'd make sense, considering Musk owns Neuralink. And one other feature I'm thrilled about is the skin. The skin with a futuristic design that can change colors. It's far more reasonable to see something more tame become available first, i.e., those first 5 features only. If this phone is real, and Tesla holds out a release until implantable brain-machine interfaces are available, we'll surely have to wait several more years. While it's true he wants this tech to be used in humans as early as 2022, it wouldn't be available to everyone at first. This leads to another question. When will the Tesla phone be released? There are 2 primary reasons we're questioning whether this phone is due for a real release. The advanced features it's said to have, which we have talked about. Granted, those capabilities might not be planned in the first iteration of the phone, so it doesn't necessarily mean they have to be fully developed in order to see a more basic device from Tesla. It's reasonable to be skeptical when those ideas are thrown around this early. The second being most of the rumors can be traced to an early 2021 YouTube video from a studio design, but it's clearly stated those are the designer's ideas, not real leaks or details from Tesla. Most of the ideas we've seen appear to be based off that source. So now to the prices? Can the common people afford it? A phone with all these advanced tech would absolutely cost more than a few $1,000s. Subsequent versions might come down in price as more people start using the technology, but don't expect the first iteration to be affordable for most people. So that's a hard no on it being affordable? Yeah, it sure is. If, however, as we theorize, the Tesla phone starts off relatively basic with just a few of the rumored features, we might see it at a more sensible $800 to $1,200. So hold on to hope, like your best friend. Pre-order information. We imagine an announcement many months before the official release, so pre-orders could start early. But without a release date to reference, we have no idea when pre-orders for the Tesla phone could start. Tesla phone specs and hardware. Assumptions are all anyone can run on right now, and with 0 reliable sources to use, it's unclear what the Tesla phone will look like on the inside. It'll surely have all the standard components, so expect 1 to 2 terabytes of storage, 16 gigabytes or more of RAM, an AMOLED display, and a screen around 6.5 inches. We have already seen several tech giants jumping from one industry to another, and Tesla is likely to follow suit. The most high-profile other tech companies getting into the smartphone business is, of course, Google. While it primarily works as an internet company, Google has just launched the JioPhone Next in collaboration with India's Reliance Industries, and then it also has its own smartphone brand Pixel. Even Xiaomi started as an internet company, but now it is known as a major smartphone manufacturer. Tesla is just following others into a very exciting and high-profile segment. However, since it is Elon Musk and Tesla we are talking about, the Tesla smartphone will have to be special, if it is to be taken seriously. So the Tesla has an Apple problem, which is only normal as Apple is the leading name in the phone market. Both companies have impressive brand loyalty with their customers, exact market valuations, and several large companies gunning for them. Tesla doesn't do much marketing and has a history of poor quality control. While Apple has reduced its marketing substantially, it still essentially leads its market in this regard, and Apple tends to set the bar in terms of product quality. There is a very high correlation between iPhone users and Tesla buyers. So, if Apple brings out a car that is highly integrated into the Apple ecosystem, it can take a substantial share from Tesla. And likewise with phones. Of all the coming challengers to Tesla, Apple represents the greatest threat due to extreme customer loyalty, visibility, and sizable marketing budget. Apple's reserves make it a frightening future competitor to Tesla. It seems they would be fighting for a while for supremacy. May the best man win. That would be all for now. If you have any business proposal, kindly send us a message via our official email in the description of this video. Also, have you subscribed yet? If you haven't, please do that for now, and put on your notifications to get the latest tech news videos on our channel. Elon Musk and Joe Biden Cold War explained. So, Elon Musk right? Always in the news for something, and this time, it's something his own president. What did Sleepy Joe did or didn't do to rile this eccentric billionaire up? And what troubles lay await Elon Musk from the White House in 2022? Let's get into it. Hey buddy, welcome to where we serve you with updates from the tech world. Don't forget to click on the like and subscribe button to continue enjoying more of these videos. It started with a criticism, as every war usually does. A word here and there, and bombs start flying. On September 21st, SpaceX and Tesla CEO Elon Musk criticized President Joe Biden on Tuesday, deeming his administration biased against Tesla and saying it appears to be controlled by unions during a speech on stage at the Code Conference in Beverly Hills, California. Musk, in his typically irreverent form, also repeated several of his prior taunts against federal financial regulators at the Securities and Exchange Commission, reiterated his support for cryptocurrency and nuclear energy, and said he is optimistic about Tesla and tech in China despite recent antitrust and cryptocurrency crackdowns there. When you are the richest man in the world, I bet you can say anything, and he is not stopping. In a series of tweets, after an historic milestone by SpaceX, Elon Musk took a pot shot at President Joe Biden, who had yet to remark on the company's and the civilian flight crew's accomplishments. One of Musk's 60 million followers on the social networking platform Twitter asked him, "The President of the United States has refused to even acknowledge the 4 newest American astronauts who helped raise hundreds of millions of dollars for St. Jude. What's your theory on why that is?" Musk replied, "He's still sleeping." It does make me wonder why President Joe Biden didn't say the usual platitudes, like "today is a great day," and Elon Musk, "the greatest mind has done something no one else has." You know, stuffs like that, but mum was the word for Biden. He has his own side of the story to tell, but let's stay on Elon Musk. The achievement was a huge milestone, as he is the first private individual company to send 4 people into the Earth's orbit. As CNBC previously reported, SpaceX safely returned its Crew Dragon spacecraft from orbit yesterday. The capsule carried the 4 members of the Inspiration 4 mission back to Earth after 3 days in space. One major goal of the Inspiration 4 mission was to raise $200 million for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. It had raised $160.2 million by Saturday. Celebrating after Inspiration 4 splashed down, Musk pledged to contribute $50 million personally, pushing the campaign's total raise to $210 million. Top NASA officials have congratulated Musk and SpaceX on the Inspiration 4 mission. SpaceX competitors acknowledged it too, with accolades from Boeing, Lockheed Martin, Blue Origin, and Musk's peer and rival Jeff Bezos shared on social media. The White House was nowhere to be found amidst the banquet of congratulations. These are 2 men with big egos though, and can any blame for Elon Musk for having a gigantic ego? Elon Musk's superpower is his wealth, and this has been documented well. Number 1 evidence: Tesla and SpaceX. Within the space of a decade, Tesla has risen to the top of the pile for EVs, overtaking established automobiles from all over the world. You can't talk about electric cars without mentioning Tesla, as it is mainly responsible for moving battery-powered cars from the preserves of the nerds to the mainstream. Every EV gets compared to Tesla because it's the EV company to beat. The company makes the best-selling cars of all time with Model 3. According to unofficial estimates, its electric pickup truck, the Cybertruck has racked more than 1 million pre-orders despite facing multiple delays. Tesla is also at the forefront of battery research and development. Its new 4,680 battery promises to revolutionize the EV industry by being less expensive, holding more charge for longer, charging faster, weighing less, and being safer. Tesla cars are a beast in performance as the company are obsessed over speed. His company Tesla has also established a manufacturing company in China, where he plans to make cheap cars for the masses. And they are on the verge of opening another in Germany to increase its presence in Europe. Evidence 1 was really long, and it could have been longer, but we'd stop at that. Evidence 2, his SpaceX company. SpaceX is so far ahead of its competition that it's hard to imagine them catching up. SpaceX has changed the business of space travel. SpaceX is the only private company NASA trusts to take its astronauts to the International Space Station. Cargo delivery has become a routine with SpaceX rockets in space. NASA rewarded SpaceX excellence with a multi-billion-dollar contract covering a crucial of an equally critical mission to the moon. The space agency will employ SpaceX Starship as the human landing system for its astronauts on the moon. And not only that, his astronauts will ride the Starship to Mars, an unthinkable proposition a few years ago. As a reward for this daring entrepreneur spirit, Musk's wealth has grown, closely matching the rise of Tesla's stock. Evidence 3, Justine Musk, Tallulah Riley, Amber Heard, Grimes. You can draw your own conclusions from that. So back to the feud. This marked the first private SpaceX spaceflight, with a non-professional crew. Additionally, the mission involved the first black woman to serve as a spacecraft pilot, the youngest American to become an astronaut to date, and the first person to fly in space with a prosthesis. In that capacity, he recently bemoaned a Biden administration proposal that would allocate an extra $4,500 in incentives to buyers of certain new electric light-duty passenger vehicles. One stipulation of the proposal is that electric vehicles should be union-made. There's also an investigation going on by the Department of Justice after accusations that it discriminated against job applicants based on citizenship status, a probe that began during the Trump administration. All these has led to the brewing storm between Tesla and Joe Biden. A wrinkle though, for example, it won a $2.89 billion contract to build NASA's next crewed lunar lander, beating out Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin and Leidos subsidiary Dynetics, and SpaceX has flown 10 astronauts to the islands for NASA to date. So we should hear President Biden's side, right? Before we go into it, know that President Biden has not said anything bad about Elon Musk by replying his tweets or anything big. It was much more subtle, sinister, very president-like, I must say. President Biden seems to be all about electrifying America and pushing for EV adoption, as shown by his visit to Michigan last Wednesday. Last Wednesday, the president attended GM's Factory Zero grand opening in Michigan, and even had some fun behind the wheel of a 2022 GMC Hummer EV pickup. During his speech, Biden praised GM CEO Mary Barra for driving the country's electric future. "You electrified the entire automobile industry. You led, and it matters in drastically improving the climate by reducing hundreds of millions of barrels of oil that will not be used when we're all electric." See the jab? The "you led." That was a bit over the top. We all know who did. The one who started all this, electric cars and all. And not only me had a problem with what President Biden said. You guessed it, Elon Musk. And two new characters came in the scene also, his mother and his sister. And they made their anger known via Twitter. Biden's speech was written 20 years ago, just before GM killed the electric car, tweeted May. His speechwriter uploaded the wrong file. Ouch. His sister retweeted the mother's tweet. And to make sure that the Biden administration becomes aware of the fact that Tesla has already filled the gap of a well-established American EV company, Ms. Musk retweeted a video showcasing Tesla. If this isn't an outraged mother who's calling out that her child has been wronged, I don't know who is. Seriously, she reminds me of a lioness protecting her cubs. The human cub in question, Elon, naturally rushed to comment on the situation with his usual playful manner, which nevertheless asserts Tesla's superiority. Let's see if we can get them to say the word Tesla. Elon himself tweeted, again, ouch. The White House EV Summit, the United Auto Workers, UAW, and other leaders officially expressed their support for the Biden administration's plans for pushing EVs to reach 50% of nationwide sales by 2030. Guess who wasn't invited? Tesla. Whatever the reason might be behind Tesla's exclusion from the electric vehicle promotion, there are at least two conclusions we can make. Biden doesn't really like Tesla, and the Musk family is together fighting the EV war. That would be all for now. If you have any business proposal, kindly send us a message. via our official email in the description of this video. Also, have you subscribed yet? If you haven't, please do that now, and put on your notifications to get the latest tech news videos.
What? What is Toya talking to him like that for?
Who is jealous of who? Hint, it's not Elon Musk. A long-term partnership is tethering on the cliff and is about to fall off. Why? Cause a battery. That seems like a simple thing though. Well, it looks that way, but it's not. Not with these two giants, Tesla and Panasonic. Today, I would tell you about all the dirty details. Hey buddy, welcome to Gone Viral, where we serve you with updates from the tech world. Don't forget to click on the like and subscribe button to continue enjoying more of these videos. So Panasonic's CEO called the partnership between them and Tesla one-legged and calls for a need for diversity. Why? Well, like I said not too long ago, a battery caused it. Tesla cheated on Panasonic, like man cheats on his wife with a mistress. Let's go back to the beginning before this happened, to when Tesla was a little-known company. Panasonic took a chance on them when others won't. This is sounding like a soap opera. Well, it's about to get more dramatic. Panasonic has been partnering with Tesla since the days of the original Roadster back in 2009. At that time, the decision was seen as a huge vote of confidence for the little-known California upstart. In the deal, the two companies decided to develop the next generation of automotive-grade batteries together. In November, the following year, Tesla announced it had sold $30 million worth of its common stock to Panasonic. The transaction was at a price of, post-stock split adjusted, $4.23 per share. So, it was good in the beginning? Most certainly. A tidbit: Tesla's stock price currently hovers at around $693. That is a 16,000% return for Panasonic. Or it would have been if Panasonic didn't sell all its Tesla stock back in 2016. Soon after Panasonic's investment, the duo started to reap the fruits of their deepening relationship. In a 2011 blog post, Tesla announced Panasonic enters into supply agreement with Tesla Motors to supply automotive-grade battery cells. In this announcement, Tesla agreed for Panasonic to be the sole battery supplier for the Model S. At the time, Elon Musk was quoted as saying it is a powerful endorsement of our technology that Panasonic, the world's leading battery cell manufacturer, has chosen to partner with Tesla. In 2014, their relationship grew even stronger. Tesla, having already debuted the Model S, was planning its next phase of expansion. It was still going fine here, even to the extent that in June of the same year, Panasonic and Tesla announced their initial agreement to build the Nevada Gigafactory. At 35 gigawatt-hours of capacity, this factory alone would have more than doubled the entire world's lithium-ion battery supply at the time. Even more partnerships would ensue in the coming years. In 2016, Tesla's affordable sedan, Model 3, gets announced. The vehicle was sporting the 2,170 cells developed in partnership with Panasonic. By this time, the two companies had reached the height of their relationship, and for a while, all was rosy. Panasonic remained the exclusive battery supplier for Tesla. Well, like all men that can't seem to keep it in their pants, Tesla cheated. With Samsung, CATL, LG Chemistry, Panasonic were still the major supplier, but they weren't the only one. Then, to add more salt to the wound, after the company's Battery Day event, Tesla has also announced the company will be manufacturing a significant portion of its battery cell needs going forward in-house. By next year, Tesla plans to have 100 GWh in-house battery production capacity, and by 2030 plans to grow that number to 3 TWh. Diversifying, they called it. Oh well, Panasonic are doing their own diversification now. In an interview with the Financial Times, Panasonic's CEO, Kazuhiro Tsuga, said at some point, "We need to graduate from our one-legged approach of relying solely on Tesla." In a major restructuring of the company coming on April 1st, next year, that will see Panasonic move to a holding company structure, Tsuga will step down after 9 years as CEO and will become chairman. And in the newly reorganized company, Tsuga sees a different path for Panasonic. "We are entering a different phase, and we need to keep an eye on supplying manufacturers other than Tesla. Our relationship with Tesla as a business partner will not change going forward," according to Panasonic executive. That would be all for now. If you have any business proposal, kindly send us a message via our official email in the description of this video. Also, have you subscribed yet? If you have not, please do that now, and put on your notification to get the latest tech news videos on our channel.
In the past, it has been bad, but not something which represented a fundamental risk to the existence of civilization. AI is a fundamental risk to the existence of human civilization, in a way that car accidents, airplane crashes, faulty drugs, or bad food were not. They were harmful to a set of individuals within society, of course, but they were not harmful to society as a whole. AI is a fundamental existential risk for human civilization, and I don't think people fully appreciate that. I think we should be really concerned about AI, and I think we should. AI is a rare case where I think we need to be proactive in regulation instead of reactive, because I think by the time we are reactive in AI regulation, it's too late. And normally the way regulations are set up is that a whole bunch of bad things happen, there's a public outcry, and then after many years, a regulatory agency is set up to regulate that industry. And there's a bunch of opposition from companies who don't like being told what to do by regulators. Anyway, it takes forever. It's not fun being regulated. It's not, it can be pretty irksome, but, in the car business, we get regulated by Department of Transport, by EPA, and a bunch of others. And there's regulatory agencies in every country. In space, we get regulated by FAA. But if you ask the average person, hey, do you want to get rid of the FAA and just like take a chance on manufacturers not cutting corners on the aircraft because profits were down that quarter? I was like, hell no. That sounds terrible. So I think even people who are pretty extremely like libertarian free market, they'd be like, yeah, we should probably have somebody keeping an eye on the aircraft companies, making sure they build a good aircraft and good cars and that kind of thing. So, I think there's a role for regulators. That's very important. And I'm against overregulation for sure. But man, I think we better get on that with AI pronto. So there'll certainly be a lot of job disruption. Because what's going to happen is robots will be able to do everything better than us. I'm including, all of us, Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what to do about this. This is really like the scariest problem to me, I'll tell you. So I really think we need government regulation here, just because this is, ensuring the public good is served. Because you've got companies that are racing, that kind of have to race to build AI, or they're going to be made uncompetitive. Essentially, if your competitor is racing to build AI and you don't, they will crush you. So then you're like, we don't want to be crushed. So, I guess we need to build it too. That's where you need the regulators to come in and say, hey guys, you all need to really, just pause and make sure this is safe. And like when it's cool and and the regulators are convinced that it's safe to proceed, then you can go. But otherwise, slow down. But you kind of need the regulators to do that for all the teams in the game. Otherwise the shareholders will be saying like, hey, why aren't you developing AI faster? Because your competitor is. I'm like, okay, we better do that. Anyway, so it's like, there's like something like 12% of jobs are transport. Transport will be one of the first things to go fully autonomous. But when I say everything, like the robots will be able to do everything, bar nothing. Yeah, probably in 10 years, more than a half of new vehicle production is electric in the United States. And China's probably going to be ahead of that because China's been super pro EV. I don't think a lot of people know this, but China's environmental policies are way ahead of the U.S. Like their mandate for renewable energy far exceeds the U.S. I think sometimes people are under the impression that China is either dragging their feet or somehow behind the U.S. in terms of sustainable energy promotion, but they're by far the most aggressive on Earth. It's crazy. In fact, a coalition of Chinese car manufacturers just wrote the Chinese government to beg for them to slow down the mandate because it's too much. They need to make 8% electric vehicles, I think, next year or in 2 years or something. They can't physically do it. So China's by far the most aggressive on electric vehicles and solar. But that's a common misperception that they're not. There's one Google search away to figure this out, by the way. It's really pretty easy. So, and in 10 years, man, I think, so half of all production, I think, will be EV. I think almost all cars produced will be autonomous in 10 years. Almost all. It will be rare to find one that is not in 10 years. That's going to be a huge transformation. Now, the thing to bear in mind, though, is that new vehicle production is only about 5% the size of the vehicle fleet. So you think about how long does a car or truck last? And they last 15 to 20 years. So, fleet size. So even when new vehicle production, say, switches over to electric or to autonomous, that still means the vast majority of the fleet on the roads is not. It'll take another, 5 to 10 years before that becomes the majority of the fleet becomes EV or autonomous. But if you were to say go out 20 years, overwhelmingly things are electric, autonomous, overwhelmingly.
Fully autonomous?
Fully autonomous.
So no one will have to touch the steering wheel if there is one?
There will not be a steering wheel. In 20 years, it will be like having a horse. People have horses, which is cool. But
so having a regular car will be like having a horse. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, yeah. And there will be people that have non-autonomous cars, like people have horses. It just would be unusual to use that as a mode of transport.
Yes, all right. Now, let's talk about the energy piece and rooftop solar and storage.
So first of all, it's important to appreciate that the Earth is almost entirely solar powered today, in the sense that the sun is the only thing that keeps us from being at roughly the temperature of cosmic background radiation, which is 3 degrees above absolute zero. If it wasn't for a sun, we'd be a frozen dark ice ball. And the amount of energy that hits the sun, that reaches us from the sun, is tremendous. It's 99% plus of all energy that Earth has. Then there's this energy we need to use to run civilization, which to us is big, but compared to the amount of energy that reaches us from the sun is tiny. So it's very easy, it actually doesn't take much. If you wanted to power the entire United States with solar panels, it would take a fairly small corner of Nevada, Texas, Utah, anywhere. You only need about 100 miles by 100 miles of solar panels to power the entire United States. And then the batteries you need to store that energy to make sure you have 24/7 power is 1 mile by 1 mile. One square mile. That's it. Mm-hmm. I showed the graph of or image of this where this is what 100 miles by 100 miles looks like. It's like a little square on the U.S. map. And then there's a little pixel inside there, and that's the size of the battery pack that you need to support that. Real tiny.
This is exciting news, guys. How many of us are a fan of the Mission Impossible?
You had a terrible choice to make in Berlin. One life over millions. And now the world is at risk.
This is the CIA's mission. If he had held on to the plutonium, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
His team would be dead.
Yes, they would. That's the job.
It seems the next Mission Impossible, which is the 7th one, is going to be shot in space. Impossible. Quite possible, in fact. And who's helping Tom Cruise? None other than the great Elon Musk. What does he have to gain? Well, you can never have enough money. So, sit back, fasten your seatbelt. Let's go to space. Hey buddy, welcome to Gone Viral, where we serve you with updates from the tech world. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button to continue enjoying more of these videos. Tom Cruise will fly to space to shoot his record-breaking new film project. With the help of Elon Musk, the Mission Impossible actor, 58, will make the trip with director Doug Liman to film scenes for the currently unnamed movie. As reported by Space Shuttle Almanac, Cruise and Liman will travel to the International Space Station in the Axiom Space Crew Dragon capsule, owned by Musk's SpaceX company. Reports say that there is space for one other person on the flight, suggesting that another cast member may join them on the journey. The film was first announced in May, when NASA Administrator Jim Bridenstine tweeted that he was excited to work with Cruise on the project, with Musk replying that the process should be a lot of fun. As well as directing, Liman is said to be writing the script, with Deadline reporting in July that Universal Pictures have pledged an estimated $200 million, £157 million, to the production. The Mission Impossible star is taking movies to new heights with plans to film one out in the solar system, and we are here for it. Christopher Nolan's Interstellar, blockbuster movie, and Ridley Scott's The Martian were all shot in a Hollywood studio too. Here's a proposal no one has suggested. They should have sent Ryan Gosling to the actual moon. Maybe if they had, the movie would not have flopped, as it did. But Tom Cruise is breaking that particular glass ceiling, with the help of Elon Musk. Deadline reported that the film is still in the early stages, but if the film is made on the International Space Station, it will be the first movie shot in space. Universal has now backed the $200 million film. On Monday, the Twitter for the Space Shuttle Almanac shared a photo of spacecrafts and countries set to launch from in the next 3 years, with a surprising revelation. The caption was SpaceX Crew Dragon. It's accompanied by an image of a small spaceship beside it along with 3 names: SpaceX pilot Lopez Alegria, Tourist 1 Tom Cruise, and Tourist 2 Doug Liman. Commander Michael Lopez Alegria is confirmed to be piloting the flight. It's not clear whether this means filming is taking place then, or if this is a flight to see how viable filming up there actually is. Cruise is set to reprise his role as Maverick in this year's Top Gun sequel, which is in post-production according to IMDb. Cruise will also return as Ethan Hunt in the upcoming Mission Impossible 7 and 8. Filming for Mission Impossible ran into some trouble when a Norwegian cruise ship hired for crew to live during filming, due to the coronavirus pandemic, was reported to the local police over certain crew members not having the right work permits. The Norwegian government previously announced that the cast and crew could skip the country's coronavirus quarantine rules in order to resume filming and stay on track for its new release date, which would be announced soon. However, 2 unions in Norway have reported the cruise line to authorities, saying that if the cruise shop is being used as a hotel, then the Filipino crew on board require work permits. Cheers to a new year, guys, with us watching the first ever movie shot in space, in good health and merriment. That would be all for now. If you have any business proposal, kindly send us a message via our official email in the description of this video. Also, have you subscribed yet? If you haven't, please do that for now, and put on your notifications to get the latest tech news videos on our channel. 2 world powerhouses. Aces in the technology sector form a partnership to target customers in space. I don't just mean the United States and China when I say world giants. That would be exciting in and of itself, but I'm referring to SpaceX and Microsoft. I'd like you to fantasize about the possible outcomes of these 2 billionaire entrepreneurs' collaboration. But here's what I'm thinking. I believe it will have a significant impact. My friend refers to them as weirdos. The goal is to change the world, and these guys are going above and beyond that cliché. They'd rather change the environment. They're weirdos, aren't they? Microsoft and SpaceX are 2 tech companies that are thriving extremely well, providing the world with amazing inventions one after the other, leaving no stone unturned. Is that the case? They appear to have completed their activities on Earth, and are now attempting to explore other opportunities in outer space. Or are they creating some sort of ease of connection and data safety for the world? We will be finding out in this video. Hey buddy, welcome to where we serve you with updates from the tech world. Don't forget to click on the like and subscribe button to continue enjoying more of these videos. Now, let's go into today's latest. I'll gladly take you on a ride throughout this video, and it will only make sense if you stick with me through every step, beginning with a brief history of both tech companies. Under the guise of SpaceX, the Space Exploration Technologies Corporation, SpaceX was founded in 2002 by billionaire entrepreneur Elon Musk. It is a Hawthorne, California-based American aerospace manufacturer, space transportation services, and communications corporation. Elon Musk's goal is to reduce space transportation costs so that Mars can be colonized. The pinnacle of weird, but with the mind of a visionary. SpaceX builds the Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy launch vehicles, as well as several rocket engines, Dragon cargo and crew spacecraft, and Starlink communications satellites. Elon appears to be preparing us for the migration. Get your belongings as well. Starlink is a satellite mega constellation being developed by SpaceX to offer commercial internet access. The Starlink constellation will be the largest satellite constellation ever launched in January 2020. Starship, a privately funded, fully reusable, super heavy-lift launch system for interplanetary spaceflight, is also being developed by SpaceX. Once operational, Starship will be the prime collaboration. Microsoft Corp announced on Tuesday that it is teaming up with billionaire entrepreneur Elon Musk's SpaceX and others to expand its cloud computing platform into space. Isn't it true that the big boys are obsessed with space these days? Interesting. Microsoft Azure has recently been elevated into the space. Let me shed some more light on what may appear to be a hazy situation. You might be wondering what Azure means. I'll tell you what. I get you. Microsoft Azure, also known as Azure, is a Microsoft cloud computing service that allows for application management through Microsoft-managed data centers. It provides software as a service. Azure was first announced in October 2008 at Microsoft's Professional Developers Conference, PDC, as an internal project codenamed Project Red Dog, and was formally released in February 2010 as Windows Azure before being renamed Microsoft Azure on March 25, 2014, while also providing global cloud connectivity. Satellite data users in the private sector and government agencies can connect satellites directly to cloud computing networks to process and analyze the data. Mobile cloud computing ground stations will provide point-to-point cloud connectivity to remote locations via third-party satellite systems for customers operating in areas with no existing ground infrastructure, such as energy, agriculture, and military, and this is where SpaceX's Starlink comes in. The collaboration began with the most basic of needs and will undoubtedly turn things around. This collaboration would enable Microsoft to connect its Azure cloud computing platform to SpaceX's network of low-Earth orbiting satellites, giving the software company an advantage in its fight against Jeff Bezos' Amazon.com Incorporated's rival cloud platform. Cloud companies have seen an increase in demand this year as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, as more businesses use their services to transition to working from home. In recent months, Microsoft has been testing its Azure cloud with satellites in orbit, and in September, it announced its Azure Space business, which intends to capitalize on the demand for data-intensive space services. The services include disaster prediction and tracking, enhanced visibility of supply networks and economic activities, and many others, according to the company's regulatory filings in the United States. Where it makes sense, we will work with you, co-selling to our mutual customers, co-selling to new enterprise and future customers, and basically bring the power of the Starlink connect the latest tech news videos on our channel.
What's up, mate? I must say that I am quite shocked by the downtrend of cryptocurrencies in recent times. It's not looking good for the community. And honestly, I gotta say that figuring out what could possibly be the reason for crypto's downing has been confusing. No precise conclusion, but a higher percent of my prediction says NFTs, the non-fungible tokens. They are flooding the crypto space, diverting attentions and investments to it. The cost of owning an NFT, buying it, it takes a lot of pocket to hand to pocket means, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it will suck out some bucks from your account. But, you know, people owning NFT grow in numbers daily, but you are not one of them. Money issues? Yes, I thought about that too. Don't worry, there is a way. No, there are ways you can get NFTs for free. Let me guess what you are thinking. How do I get NFTs for free, right? I will answer your question in this video, and you will get the full detail only if you watch till the end. Hi there, it's Sheriff Network and I'm happy to welcome you to another video. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button and notification bell down down below, so you get to know whenever we post similar videos like this. With that being said, let us go into today's video. The most difficult aspect is getting started. Getting the ball rolling, like moving a giant boulder, is difficult until momentum takes control and it rolls itself. I'm sure this is where many folks are with NFTs, confused where to begin or how to get started. NFTs are still in their infancy. There are new ones popping up all over the place. The best part is that many new NFTs are currently worth very little, if not nothing at all, and are even being given away for free. My strategy has been to collect as much as I can while the prices are still low. Each one is a lottery ticket with a limited supply. They may never be worth anything, but it's all a numbers game. For starters, NFTs, otherwise known as non-fungible tokens, NFTs are unique, non-transferable tokens that represent real or virtual assets such as artworks, pictures, or other sorts of digital files on a blockchain. This year, tokenized artworks such as CryptoPunks and cyberkongs became immensely popular, resulting in a significant increase in the value of several NFTs. That is what I am talking about. The value of NFTs keep increasing. I am sure this video is coming in just in time. I'd suggest you pay rapt attention. NFTs are becoming increasingly popular among traders around the world. NFTs enable you to take digital ownership to a new level with the support of blockchain. This is a distinct type of Bitcoin investment than the others. The fact that they have the ability to tokenize any real-world asset is boosted by the media surrounding them. NFTs contain some features that aren't found in other forms of physical art. Because it is based on blockchain technology, you can simply verify you are the creator or owner of an NFT material and also establish its scarcity. Aside from that, every time you swap it for cash, you can receive royalties, which gives you additional power. Several marketplaces allow you to list and auction your NFTs directly. Also, keep in mind that you are not tied to any platform and can exchange as much as you like. Now, it is getting more clear, but you don't just pick up your phone one sunny noon and search for NFTs to claim. It's not a magic. There is a process, buddy. And this is where I say, focus on these details. Before you start your NFT journey, your contents must be recognized as NFTs. That means they must go through a blockchain minting procedure. This will ensure that in the marketplaces, only one digital version of an NFT art will be available. Though, just like art, reproductions of an artwork are manufactured, utilized, bought, and sold, copies of associate NFT are still valid pieces of the blockchain. They will not carry the same value due to the originality. Let's talk about how to get started, shall we? To begin, you must first create a Wax account in order to store your NFTs. Check out on .Wax.io. You can get one quickly, and having a social network account makes future sign-ins much easier by allowing you to simply hit a button. Sign up for a new Wax Cloud Wallet account using your email address or a variety of social media platforms such as Discord, Reddit, Twitter, and others. After you've successfully made an account, the wallet will assign you a Wax address, and you're ready to go. Very basic. Getting free NFTs. Moving forward, getting NFTs in 2021 is easier than ever. There are numerous ways to obtain free NFTs, including earning them through websites, giveaways, and games. Do you like giveaways? You have got to keep your ears down for giveaway campaigns, like Twitter did recently. Explorers can acquire or purchase NFTs and packs through gameplay and interest in Planet DAOs. It is the lone cross-designated ETH, Wax Task, and pioneers can acquire or purchase NFTs and packs through gameplay and interest in Planet DAOs. The Wax blockchain is where the Alien Worlds electronic resources are minted. Alien Worlds has evolved into a means of generating more profitable free NFT. Playing a free NFT game can earn you more than $20 in a single day. The major incentive to play Alien Worlds is because you don't need to make any initial investment in order to obtain a reasonable amount of cashback, whereas other games may have a fantastic return on investment with enough time. But it takes a lot of grinding to get you in a good position to collect a respectable amount. By using Alien Worlds to mine, you can earn free NFTs on the platform every 1 to 2 weeks. In Alien Worlds, you can stake your tokens on a planet. If this seems like a very tall ladder to climb, you can try the Full House NFTs. To get 2 free animated NFT playing cards, go to fullhouse.io and complete the following 2 steps. To claim your NFTs, go to the Full House official website and click the Claim My NFTs button at the top of the page. Simply enter your name, email, Telegram, and Binance Smart Chain address, which will be where your cards will be airdropped once it's completed. Also, make sure you're a member of the fullhouse.io Telegram group to get the NFTs. Please keep in mind that you must stake your 2 cards in poker hands during the 1 million CBC NFT Poker Series, a daily series of massively multiplayer poker hands with large rewards for the winners. You can also create your own NFTs. That seems like what you would prefer, I guess? If you are considering this, here is how to go about it. It is going to be for free, so no pressure. You could even give yourself an unlimited amount of money if you wanted to. You can, however, make your own NFTs by designing some cool designs of anything you like or something unusual that other people might enjoy, and then sharing them with friends and family. Go to wax.atomichub.io. At the top of the Atomic Hub dashboard, select NFT Creator. The site provides both written and video guides to assist you in creating your own NFT collection. I'm gonna let you try these options out and come back to drop your comments. All these options works very well. I'm not fronting you. So, I hope to know what you think through your thumb. NFTs haven't even had their first cup of coffee. They're still in the early stages of the process. Only 23,000 active digital wallets are currently registered with OpenSea. Imagine not going on Instagram because you thought you'd already missed the train when there were only 23,000 users. Catch up now, mate. It may take some time for this to pay off, but at the very least you'll have an NFT collection to show off. Guys, that's it for now. If you have any business proposal, kindly send us a message via our official email in the description of this video. Disclaimer, please keep in mind that this isn't financial advice. We take no responsibility for any loss or damage caused by your actions or inactions as a result of watching any of our videos. You acknowledge that you use the information we provide at your own risk. Quick reminder, if investing in any cryptocurrency seems like an interesting idea to you, the easiest and safest way to buy any cryptocurrency regardless of any country you reside in is to buy from the Binance platform. There are other places where you can buy cryptocurrency, but this platform is the best and cheapest as far as cryptocurrency is concerned. Kindly use the link in the description of this video to buy and start trading. Also, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and notification bell down below, so you get to know whenever we post similar videos like this. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.
Late nights, been on long flights, stayed on strange time. It's a strange time in my life. I took a drive.